So what's going on, everybody? We're going to be doing a little adventure on the Louisiana map on the Hunter Call of the Wild. It's probably one of the best games I've ever played, and you kind of grow into it, especially when you do a couple reservations and you get a couple unlocked. You really get to see what all this game has to offer. Now I've bought some of these, but now some of these come for free. Like I haven't got that. But this one I had to get where you can hunt the iconic Bengal tiger. That's a good one. New England, that was one of my favorite maps because it shows like my favorite time of year, which is fall. There's a lot of beautiful scenery in New England. Yeah, so I think I paid for that one too, like $3. They're not that expensive. Okay, and right here's the Mississippi. That's what we're going to be doing. I like this one. I've been playing on it here recently, kind of getting back into it. The game practically, like on this one, you got a lot of feral pigs, you got deer, you got gray foxes, you have American alligator, and all of them are set at different levels. You could get a small, everything's rated, trophy rated, so, you know, like I shot a diamond alligator, and I will show that in this video probably. I did shoot a big diamond alligator and have it mounted, and diamond is like one of the rarest animals you can find in the game, and it's like the one I shot, I think it was trophy rating around 500, so it's super big. It's like one of the best you can get in the game, and they're super rare, so that's what makes the game fun. You're kind of hunting down the most rare fur types, and not only that, but the different type of animals. But a diamond is super rare. It is super rare to find one of those. But I was lucky. I've been playing this for a while, and I mean months and months, and I've only gotten 2 diamonds ever the entire time playing this game. And that's me actually hunting and trying to get, hunt down one. And it's just one of those things, you have to be there at the right time, right place, and it's all simulated. So it could be anywhere at the map at any given time. And the maps are big, so there's like a slim chance, you're going to be there. They run off time zone in this game and everything. So it's really cool. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's go and start. We're at Devil's Fork, so I'm going to go ahead and show you. So this is what I've gotten so far on this map uncovered, which is pretty much all of it. We still got some areas where I've not been, like through here. And stuff, but practically everything else is there. Let's see. So right here's Wild Hog from 6 to 10. So it's 8:25 now. We could honestly go out there right now, but we'd have probably a good chance on spooking something. So let's go ahead and wait and see what we're running with here. 16 gauge. Okay. So right now I'm just I'm gonna let them sleep. Get up at the right time. Let's do 6 on the dot. Okay, so we got everything to do a good hunt with, so okay. So anything within 300 meters, you don't want to be on a ATV or anything, because those things are so loud that you'll scare everything off. You won't be killing nothing around you with an ATV. We got way out there, it looks like a rabbit. Another thing too.
Living in a wetland does have its advantages. Look at the definition on those tracks.
Yeah, usually when you start out, they'll kind of call out a track for you to get started to hunt, but I don't usually go with it. I usually do my own thing. My dog here, he's pretty seasoned. I mean, he's got the double trait going on, so not only does he track blood, but I can also get him to point for me. That's very helpful. Different size, he can be looking for it any given time. The tracking, though, is by far probably the number one most useful thing. There's a lot of cornfields too, a lot of agriculture on this game. Especially on this map too. This map is ate up with it. Right here's a gray fox mating call. So right now, practically what you want to do is when you see that indication of an animal, kind of want to check it out. You got what's called skills and perks that you can upgrade, and by hearing it you can upgrade that and see kind of more details on what you heard, and you can upgrade that. So mine's upgraded pretty high, so I can kind of hear it and know exactly what it is, know if it's a high class animal, a high trophy rating animal or not. But right now, I've not killed, truthfully, I've not killed that many feral pigs on this game. So that's actually what we're going to be doing. We're going to try to bag us one. And actually right out there's some. I'm trying to get my stand right here. before they get out here on us. But they're still out there. But they're coming in. Oh, it's going to be close. That's what I'm saying. Timing's everything. Hopefully we can get my dog to lay down. Try to get out here and get up in here before they come out here. They're coming right to this feeding zone. And so we just scared that off, that gray fox, but I ain't worried about it. That's not what we're hunting. Now, the only reason that is on here is because I found it the other day. I found this feeding zone, so that's why it's marked. They don't give you nothing in this game. You gotta find it all. So, luckily this was here, and I kind of put two and two together and figured out that they was. You have to build this though. There's a platform, and it'll say like cost $2,100. So then you'll have to pay $2,100, and you can build it. But usually, if they have a platform or a place to build like that, usually there's a feeding zone or something close. Okay, so I got my dog. After so long, he'll actually get back up. So you got to keep telling him. See, we just scared those pigs off. Let's see. Dude, they come in right at 6. Right at 6 in the morning they come in. I don't care if we have to get up in here or if we have to sit all day, that's what we'll do. Because they'll be back. So there's a 3, there's a 2, there's a 1. So they're not really. So you have what's called the trophy rating, which is that little trophy, 42 to 73. So that's what you have to, kind of go by. The higher the number you get, the better the pig is. That's a 91. That's pretty good. But I've seen level 4s here before and stuff, so we'll kind of wait. Let's go ahead and add one more call onto there. We'll do a gray fox. So we kind of already set up, so I'm not going to really go back, but when we do go back, I am going to switch over to the 12 gauge buckshot, because that is phenomenal on pigs. It's probably the best thing you could use. Right now right now I'm running a 16 gauge slug, so I mean it'll kill it, but I kind of like the spread of the buckshot. It's kind of just a point and shoot. Sometimes you can get down 1 or 2 pigs, 3 pigs, if you're lucky, you know, before they run off. I hear you there, Bob White. Bob White Quail. Over there. Kind of just... What is that? There's a gray fox. Very hard. Level 7. So that's a good one. He's way out there though. Another thing too is like that little feature where he's glowing outline, you have to unlock that. So it don't come like that. You have to get it unlocked. It's a perk. But he's just out there chilling. Don't seem like he's... Honestly, I could probably take that shot. It's pretty far though. The only reason I would take it is because of where it's a high class, level 7, very hard difficulty. Yeah, and I have that 308 that'll definitely do the job. Only thing is I'll be shooting the looks like his tail, the backside. I wish he'd face me. Can't really tell though. He's sitting there just eating. Another thing too, you can't hold your scope up for long because then you'll start shaking terribly. Your heartbeat goes out of this world. You can't prop it on nothing. One thing they need to add in game is gun sticks or a bipod, something that you can put your gun on, like real life. What I use in real life, which is just a little fold out tripod. Throw your gun on it. Let's see. We'll go back over here and check and see. We've been calling for a good minute. Well, we just blistered this one. Perfect shot. 16 gauge slug. Even though I accidentally got out of the one thing I hate about those stands is if you're moving around, if you push X or accidentally hit X for any reason, you'll actually just get out of the stand. That's the only thing I don't like about those big stands. I prefer actually the one that I carry. But I wanted to see what we would get. That gray fox was coming in, but it wasn't the level 7. But we got a good shot. I'm not going to argue. But I'll show you what I'm talking about now, since we kind of have already shot. Get up in here, push X. So this side of, this part, you don't have to worry about much. You get over here, you're kind of searching, like I typically do. And this entire doorway, if you get near it, it's all X. So you just gotta be careful not push X. But now this one that I usually get in, that one, that's my favorite one. Okay, so since we just shot, you can see there's that area mid pressure. So we're gonna have to go somewhere else. Those pigs went this way. I'd like to get me a pig. Even if I gotta shoot it with the 308, I will. Even though I know that the 16 gauge would do it. Kinda want to upgrade my my shotguns. So, in order to upgrade it, to unlock ammunition, you gotta kill with a 12 gauge or a shotgun in general to upgrade. So, the only thing I don't have unlocked is the 12 gauge slug. So that's why I'm trying to use shotguns to level up my experience with shotgun. That way, I'll unlock that 12 gauge slug. The 12 gauge, the buckshot though, 12 gauge in game, by far one of the best in the game. Tell my dog to lay down. Hold on just 1 second. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. We had a phone call we had to take. Let me go ahead and. So what was crazy is those pigs we was hearing on the other side of this berm. Well, this little high grass, whatever you want to call it. They actually started coming over towards me when I was on the phone. I was just laying here, having my dog laying down, and it started coming up. I took a couple shots on a couple of them, so at this point, I'm going to go ahead and have that dog track them down. See if we, I hit them with the 308, so they should be down pretty quick. Shouldn't be too far. Yeah, right here's some blood, as you can see. Oh, right there's a big one. Big blood splatter. I actually see one right here, just within the tree line. Confirmed trophy. Alright, so that's a silver one. That's a pretty good one. Just a pop up on it. Distance 52 meters. So, like I said, I hit it with a 308. So there's one, and every time you kill something, you get cash reward of something. So right there was 946 XP. And you see right here's another big. This medium blood rate. Now see the blood trails and all that, the blood rate medium, the 25-50%. That's stuff that you unlock too by progressing, becoming a better hunter by doing multiple hunts. Alright, so here's the other one. This one looks like it's a good size one. Thing's heavy. That thing's pretty good size. But it's a bronze. Wonder why. That's weird. Just a bronze, but it's big. I'm gonna go ahead. So as you can see, we just had that mid pressure because I shot it a couple times. So yeah, if you shoot more than once, the mid pressure is going to go from a dark color to a higher color. Higher color meaning you shot more. Pretty simple. Now I'm going to go down here to this little outpost. I'm going to switch my weapons up. Get my 12 gauge buckshot. Let's go right here and so right now I just have the over and under 12 gauge. Well, that's something. I can't equip it. I have to. So any portable structure is going to be 6 pounds. I'll tell you what we're going to do. I mean, I have that 300 Magnum that I always carry. That's just something that I shoot that for very long range to drop it. Big game with. I'm gonna take the 308 out, even though that's an all-around good gun. I'm trying to upgrade my shotguns, like I said, so we're gonna go with the 12 gauge. 12 gauge is just heavy for some reason. Sometimes you can get 3 guns in there. Like I could hold the smaller, like the 22 rifle and stuff like that you can use, like this point 22H. It's a good little round. Take this out. Let's get her 12 gauge buckshot. Now I gotta go to the store and get me some more of them. So it kind of tells you what all that 12 gauge buckshot's good for. It's good for foxes, doe, bucks, um, and it's got the pigs too on there, or the hogs or whatever. So that just goes to show you that that round is probably the round you want to use if you're hunting anything of those within reasonable distance. Now that 16 gauge slug, what I was using, you can see it's good for deer, for pig, for wolf, and even bear. Now the 12 gauge slug, what I'm shooting for, and as you can see, my shotgun score is 1,171. I'm trying to get to the 3,100. So trying to progress that to get that. Once I get that cartridge slug is good for deer, pig, coyote, or wolf, bear, moose. So that's an all-around good one. That's a 4 to 8. So that's awesome. I really want that one. The buckshot though, you can see penetration wise, that slug just destroys that buckshot. But I'm telling you, that buckshot, if within distance, it's good, and I'll show you. And actually, the shotgun we're going to be using is Bear shotgun. Nothing crazy. Open sight. Yeah, I could throw a red dot on it, but what would be the fun in that? Right there. That's what we're running with. Just regular old bead sights. And then, before we start this, real quick. I'm going to make this probably a part 1. I don't know. We're going to see. And do another hunt. Alright. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to just go ahead and cut this one, and we're going to do a new hunt with 12 gauge, with some 12 gauge. Yeah, sounds like a plan to me. All right, well, it's been fun. We ended up getting some pigs, and we ended up getting that gray fox. But we'll definitely have some better content on this next one with this 12 gauge.